yourself at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and it will teach you a whole lot about offshore drilling. The docks down there to the front right where the construction is going on. Up until recently, those docks were affectionately known here in Galveston as the banana docks. Ships would arrive here weekly from Central and South America delivering bananas. But they're taking their operations down to Freeport, Texas. That's going to become the brand new MSC cruise ship terminal. What's that in front of it? That's the Galveston Pilot Station. So any vessel 100 meters or more in length, or a vessel with a foreign flag wishing to make its port here in Galveston has to have a U.S. pilot or a U.S. captain things that brings it in and out of port. For example, when the cruise ships come in and out of here, the tankers, the freighters, whatever it may be, it is not the ship's captain that'll drive these ships in and out of here. It's a local captain called a pilot that would drive the ships in and back out again, about 3 or 4 miles offshore. And one of those pilot boats would go alongside the ship. While this movie, take the pilot off, bring them right back here to Galveston, and that's when the ship's captain will then be in charge. It's like valet parking for big ships. And those pilots make a lot of money. So they were short on common boat captains for a while, so I volunteered onto the drive one, and one of the pilots left his pay stub on board. So of course, I had to look. After taxes, after his 401k, his take home for the month was almost $65,000 for the month. They do really, really well. Shrimp boats. These shrimp boats will head offshore for 35 to 45 days. With a crew of 4, they'll sleep all day, they'll shrimp all night, and they'll come back to port with anywhere from about 300 to 580-pound bags of shrimp. This is where your tasty shrimp cocktails and jumbo shrimp come from right back here. Now, while we're back here, I will tell you all a very cool, very old story, a bit of a local Galveston ghost story. Does anyone like ghost stories? Yes, all right, here we go. Many years ago, all around us right here were waterfront homes owned by local fishermen. And when the hospital in front of us came to town, they started offering folks 3 times the amount their house was even worth to get them all to move out, so they could level the house and build the hospital. And everyone took that deal, except for one man, Mr. William Wallace. He said, nope, I've lived here my entire life. I'm not going to take my house from me or my view of this harbor. So they fought back and forth over it. They took the old man to court and they fought back and forth some more. And eventually, well, unfortunately, the stress of it all caused the old man to pass away, and the house wasn't left to his kids. Before he passed, he made his kids promise him, beg them in fact, whatever happens, whatever you do, please, 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 do not sell my house. A short time after he passed, the hospital came to his kids and offered them twice the amount this time for the house, and they broke that promise and sold his house. So I'm going to show you where Mr. William Wallace's house once was, and where the new building they built right in this place now stands. On the very first day of completion of that new building, on the very top floor in the concrete square, an outline of the old man's face appeared. Plain as day. So they pressure washed it, they sandblasted it, they could not get it off. Finally, they had to acid wash it, and that's what took the face off. The next day, on the second floor, the old man's face appeared again. They said, okay, well, that's kind of creepy, but we know how to do this. They acid washed it, and again, it did take the face off. The third day, as you might guess, on the bottom floor, the old man's face appeared again. And right below that concrete square is a door that leads directly into the very bottom of the building. They thought, well, if we acid wash the face off there a third time, tomorrow he just might go in that door and then haunt the entire building. We don't want that. So they left it there. And I'm going to show you where you can still see an outline of the old man's face overlooking the harbor directly from where his house once was. Now, you folks in the right rail in the middle, you all might want to stand up. We're going to look to the front left corner over here, front left. You're going to see 2 black and white boats. The first one is the Excalibur. Look right behind the Excalibur, where I'm pointing right now. You're going to see a yellow forklift sitting there, 2 palm trees, and a little white trailer. Look above the white trailer on the wall behind the palm tree as it moves. And you're going to see the outline of the old man's face.
There it is, right there.
There he is. That's Mr. William Wallace. That's where his house was. He was a retired Texas Ranger. You can look it up. You can read all about it. And you'll see a picture of the old man. That's a striking resemblance, almost a mirror image, in fact, of what you see right there. And if you notice, the two concrete squares are above it. And they're kind of lighter in color or discolored. Where the face once was at one time, they had to acid wash it off. And the door right below him, that's the door they did not want him to go into, so they left him right there. Now, if you Google William Wallace, you're going to find is that Scottish rebel from the movie Braveheart with Mel Gibson. It's not a bad thing, it's a great movie, but you won't find this. So you're going to look up the Galveston face, William Wallace. That's how you're going to find a picture of this one, otherwise known as Bigfoot Wallace. And the other version of the story is that the hospital here is UTMB Health, University of Texas Medical Branch. Mr. Wallace over there was an Aggie. He said that if you ever sell my house for UT, I will haunt this place forever. He's a man of his word. Ocean, there's dolphins jumping out in front of it. You watching right in front of this little boat? There's surfing and jumping out in front. Woo!
They sure are.
They do it just for fun. Just like you like body surfing, that's their way of body surfing. Get your phones out so you can record this real quick.
This boat is rocking, making me. Got the end. Plus, I was trying to get over there. My timing is always off.